When I was in the appointment with my oncologist, there was good news and bad news, and at that point she asked if I wanted to know my prognosis, and I said yes. And when I asked her if I would grow old, she said no, I'm sorry. And I asked her if I'd see my children grow up, and she said no, I'm sorry. It was just awful because that news was always going to be the world's worst news. It would have really made a difference if the environment could have supported me a little bit through that experience. The room itself was just awful. There's no windows in there, so there's no natural light. So the fact that you felt like you'd been winded by that news just made it so you felt like you couldn't breathe anymore.
So actually more welcoming, better lit, more signposted, more organised, less of a maze, but also not just better space, but space in which to see all members of the team and have time afforded to them to see different members of the team, the doctors, the nurse specialists, the trials nurses, etc., etc. In order to deliver that news well, respectfully to the individual and to the content of the conversation, you actually need a space that is respectful, uncramped, dare I say, in its way, beautiful and well lit, so that the distress of it is to some extent softened, trust is enabled.
A space that's nice to wait in, a place where you don't mind being, because that's what you are, you're just being sometimes. And their life is so precious and it might be shorter because of this experience. So coming in to wait in the current environment, I don't know, we know from patient feedback that they can remember everything. They remember the walls, they remember the smells, they remember the posters, and as well as the words that were said. And we also know that the current environment isn't good enough and that it stays with people. So having a new environment, it's priceless.
To have a sense of warmth and caring and hope from the environment, I think it's just having that feeling of the space saying we've got you would make a world of difference to their anxiety and just help them be able to process what they've just been told better. Yeah, that's invaluable.